All right. So, let's say Brownsmart are doing auditions for their latest play. This is where we talk about auditioning for a specific play. A few of the advantages of this is, one, you'll know what the script is. So first and foremost, read the script. Find out how you get a copy, whether that be through the theatre company because it's a new work that hasn't been published yet, or you go into a resource like australianplays.com. It's such a good resource for anyone who is going into acting. For a yearly fee, you can read so many scripts and learn about the craft, learn about what it is to say these words. How do you make those choices? So read the script because two things. One, it will give you a better idea of, one, the characters you were going for. Two, whether there's any characters there for you to play. There's been numerous scripts that I've gone, I want to be part of that because, such and such is directing or it's written by this person, only to read it and find there is nothing suitable for me. So make sure you read the part. Usually with those sorts of auditions, there'll be a cast list. There'll be a list of parts that they wish to play, and it will say something like, Martin is 45 to 55. Yes, I am that old. White, male. And I go, cool, that's for me. So make sure you read the script. It gives you a better idea. It gives you a better idea of the choices you can make. It also allows you, a bit like the open audition that I talked about earlier, it gives you the chance to give context to the speech you are going to prepare. Finding out as much information about this production as you can before you walk into the audition room is paramount. It's really important. So you want to find out who's directing. Find out the rehearsal times and the performance times. They're incredibly important. You may not be available. If you're doing a production, say a Brownsmart professional production, you're doing 3 to 4 weeks of rehearsals, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So whatever your other obligations, engagements are, you need to work around that. Also, if you're doing something that's a bit more independent or amateur, you may be working weekends, you may be working after hours to accommodate everyone. So really find out when you go into that audition, do they have rehearsal time set? And what are the performance dates? As opposed to an open audition, find out whether you actually need to learn the script or whether you just need to be familiar with it. If you're going for a specific play, they will give you audition parts. They will give you the monologue and go, this is the monologue from this character, this is the monologue from this character, and so forth and so on. Find out. Like as a director, for myself, I know that I like you to be familiar with the script. So you can have it and you can glance at it, but I know that you've read it, I know that you've made choices, and I know that you've memorised it to a certain point without it being fully set in. But there are some other directors that do like you to learn it. Or, alternatively, there are other directors that like you to cold read, which is sometimes one of the most frightening things on the planet as an actor. A cold read is when you are just given the script and you have to read it without really seeing it beforehand. It's a skill. Cold reading is something you can practice. So as you are building up your skill set, whenever you get a script and get a good monologue, just read it out aloud. That's what I do. It's what I've done for years. It's kept up that cold reading skills. Also, it meant that I get to hear it. Plays and dialogue and script writing it's meant to be heard. So make sure that you hear it, Make sure that you're getting that practice in regards to making those instant choices, being clear when you speak. It will give you a better chance that if you get a director that just goes, okay, here you go, read this. Join me, Scott Gooding, on this Channel NT workshop series about auditions from wherever you are in the Northern Territory.